In 2138, just 61 years after the Great War, Robert House regained his consciousness, and instead of immediately revealing himself, he opted to wait for certain signs and bided his time. Eventually, he entered the world stage once again in 2274 when Securitrons under his command emerged from the Lucky 38. This action was prompted by the detection of New California Republic scouts arriving at the Hoover Dam. In order to establish his rule, he enlisted the help of 3 raider tribes who had descended from vault dwellers and were now living in the ruins of Vegas. These vault tribes were later renamed as the 3 families: the Chairmen, the Omertas, and the White Glove Society. They rebuilt the city under House's guidance, establishing it as a free economic zone of Vegas and styling himself as its president, CEO, and sole proprietor just in time for the arrival of the New California Republic's army. In exchange for help with Hoover Dam and permission to use the defunct McCarran International Airport as its headquarters, House signed the New Vegas Treaty, ensuring cooperation from NCR and for a time protecting the Strip from annexation. Those tribes who did not become part of the 3 families were scattered. Some became the area's locals and later the Kings of Freeside, while the Great Khans were forced out of Vegas. By 2281, House's efforts led to the establishment of New Vegas as a major power in the Mojave Wasteland through lucrative treaties and trades with the New California Republic. This was guided by his aims to use the Republic's conflict with Caesar's Legion to further expand his control of the region. In all that time, House continued to reside in the Lucky 38 and control the Securitrons that roamed New Vegas as his envoys. At some point, after emerging from his stasis, House made an offer to the residents of Vault 21, a gamble for the ownership of the vault, which he won. Afterwards, he stripped the vault of all of its useful technology and had planned to permanently seal the vault away by filling it with cement. However, House was convinced by Sarah Weintraub to leave the top section of Vault 21 as it used to be, while allowing her to convert it into a hotel to serve the visitors of the New Vegas Strip. Even after bringing some of Vegas's luster back to the wasteland, Mr. House's top priority remained reacquiring the platinum chip from its decades-old resting place. 4 years before the NCR's arrival, House spent millions of caps on scavenger teams and prospectors to dig out the platinum chip from Sunnyvale. This massive expense ultimately paid off in 2281 when the platinum chip was found after 204 years. Mr. House contracted the delivery of the platinum chip to the Mojave Express, and to cover up the importance of the package, he arranged a layered plot involving multiple couriers, most carrying packages with miscellaneous junk to throw off potential risks. While being carried by Courier 6 to New Vegas, they were intercepted by the Chairman's leader, Benny, around Good Springs after he was informed of the chip's existence. Benny intended to leverage the chip as a means to gain control of the Strip and make it an independent power in the wasteland, free of his employer's machinations. Though not initially aware of Benny's involvement, House learned the truth after a Securitron, Victor, he had planted in Good Springs, had reported back to him that the chip has been stolen. After learning through Victor that the courier had survived the ambush and was making their way from Good Springs to the Strip, Mr. House began on planning to invite them to the Lucky 38.